Alright, today we're going to record some with, this is a list that just won a challenge, and I wanted to give it a shot. I should be playing best of 3, but I wanted to make a quick video, so we're going to do best of 1. But yeah, this is sort of like a more mid-range version of the Prowess decks. 0 Monstrous Rage, 0 of the Bolt Wave, only 2 stock-ups. I've seen a lot of people just jamming 4 of these, and that seems probably incorrect if you want to be playing a Prowess deck. You just want a lot of cheap spells, but notably it's using Harmonize cards. So I titled this Izzet Harmonize. We've got Winternight Stories, Unending Whispers, and then Glacial Dragonhunt. And then to assist you with harmonizing these cards, there's some Tolarian Terrors and Hearth Elemental. So wanted to give this one a quick shot. A quick try. Just won a challenge, so that is it for the list. If you want the list, it'll be in the description. You can also find it on Magic Online. I believe the person's name was like Aussie and numbers, so you could probably just type that into Google and find it. But that is it for the deck list. I will see you guys in the games. Alright, we can go first. Sand seems like a keep. The otter's going. It might be a blue-red mirror. It's nice to go first. Yep. I think I'm just going to get the Prowess trigger here and hope to find something to do with this red mana next turn. Maybe that's not worth though. Maybe I want the extra damage from the other otter. Suppose, like, I don't know how likely it is that they just jam a slick shot into 1 red mana anyway. But I guess considering the fact that I just have Mountain, maybe it's not worth doing because it's less likely I can double spell. That's maybe close, but not a big deal either way. Okay, so this show off, they wouldn't have played into it. That's kind of unfortunate. I guess I'll take the answer for this show off. This is a good way for them to break the play draw difference of just missing my land drop. Also having my mana be a bit awkward. Okay. Alright. Take a big hit. Not the end of the world. Find a mountain. That's kind of unfortunate. What am I looking for here? Not sure that I need the talent. Could be incorrect, but yeah, I wonder if there's too many mountains. Like, I wonder if one of these could have been like a Thundering Falls. They've been very awkward, but that might just be coincidental. This deck does have extra cantrips because of the Harmonized cantrips, so like having multiple blue sources seems like very, very important. Really? Okay, well, I'm probably dead. Could top this. It's the red card that I want to draw. Maybe that was it. So Pierce is what I'm worried about. Oh, I'm an idiot. God, that was so bad. Obviously, I just have the prowess trigger. So I could beat Spell Pierce. That was a really bad play. I guess I was waiting. If they had like a torch, I suppose I could Burst Lightning in response. I think I was supposed to just shock their face. Whatever, we got him. Nice. GG. Alright, opponent goes first. That's fine. Happy to have a bunch of blue mana this time. 2 forests. Oh, we're ramping. Okay. It's kind of interesting. Let's get this thing down. That way we can double cantrip. Yeah, you would definitely rather be a version that's more aggressive than this one against a ramp deck, so see how things go. We might just be getting Ugin'd too early. Opponent with just an obscene start. We have 2 lands. And they have 6 mana. Okay. Well, if their hand sucks, maybe we could win. Otherwise, it could be tough. So I will draw a card. I guess I'm Burst Lightning their face either way. So let's Whispers now in case we draw Spirebluff Canal. Okay, well, it's a bunch of damage. But is it enough? So they can, I don't know, they have 6, 7 mana. If they have another one of these, they'll have 8 mana. I guess if they Ugin, if they have Ugin plus a 1 mana spell, we probably, we'll see what happens. Okay. Now we're getting Ugin'd. No. Well, that's not that scary. Okay. Let's deal. I think I just have to keep the Steel Cutter. I want the haste. I can't. Yeah. This Steel Cutter card is just so absurd. Like, it is disgusting. Alright, perfect. Alright, I will mush you. They're probably in the clear. I had to do something more impactful than play a 4/5 that gains, what is this, 3 life? Vivian. Well, that's not great here. I don't even know what they're doing with this. Yeah, I mean, our opponent had a strong start and then just, like, didn't really do anything. They played, like, a limited common and then a Vivian against my Steel Cutter deck. Cityscape Leveler, maybe if they had that on time, that could have done something. Alright, so we go to 4 mana. Alright, well, they have 100 mana. So they can get 4 more mana, potentially. I don't know what they do with 4 colorless, though. Okay. Alright. Well, they just kind of died. Fair enough. Guess that's why people don't play these ramp decks. G. Alright, very awkward opener. I could mulligan this. I don't have a turn 1 play, and then I can't really do anything on turn 2. Okay, we're going to keep this. And then, I guess, get rid of Terror. It doesn't matter. Okay, cool. So we're on track to do stuff now. That's good. That's kind of scary. Alright, we'll Steel Cutter, so could reanimate this next turn. I guess it's not as bad as Innocuous, obviously. Yeah, whenever they turn 1 Surveil into a 3-drop, it is probably their win percentage probably skyrockets. Obviously, Oculus to the moon, and the other 3-drop's not as much. But being able to just Helping Hand on turn 2 without any help is very powerful. So that's what's happening. Not great. They discarded an Oculus. Well, if they have 2, GG, I guess. Let's opt. Am I greeting if I don't take this? So what if I brick? I just can't trip again. I don't really care about this that much. So yeah, I don't think we're beating an Oculus. These blue-red decks are just gonna have a bad time against Oculus early. So we just have to cross our fingers and hope they don't have it yet. I guess I can answer it now, which is cute. So maybe we'll be okay. I found the torch. Opponent in the tank is sort of... I don't really know exactly what it means. They could just have no good options. I can only imagine if they have the option to reanimate Oculus, that's just what they're going to do. So, I'm not sure how their hand is configured. Maybe they're trying to decide between like being proactive and reactive. Do they want to spend mana on Proft? Not sure. Yep. Okay. Why did we tank for 1,000,000 years for this? Like what? Hello? Are we new? Perhaps? Accept? I think we can scoop, right? How am I beating this? I'll just click buttons for the folks at home, but I don't know exactly how we're getting anywhere. Maybe the Steel Cutter can carry. Let's decline this, right? Not doing anything with a 2-2 anyway. And then we'll attack for 4. I think double block is fine from their perspective, but maybe they think I have like an opt. Alright. Maybe we go Steel Cutter, Hearth Elemental, draw like a Burst Lightning. And that's good enough. But we sort of lost all of the tempo dealing with the Oculus. And it made it 2-2. And I assume that their hand is very good considering how long they tanked and then made like the best play I could have imagined them making. So it's probably not good for me. But yeah. They do have pain lands, so maybe that's the reason to not scoop, is just pray they take too much damage and we can get it done with burn spells. That shouldn't have that many ways to gain life, so. Okay, so now they're gonna have a giant vigilant dude. Do they have delirium? They do have delirium. Okay, so we're just dead. So this is 6. Yeah. Okay. Standard is a format. It's so crazy how fast the games are. Yep. Imagine if I didn't deal with the Oculus too, right? Alright. GG. Let's get one more. Alright, let's make this one a little more exciting. That was kind of a boring game, but it was a lot of just staring at the board and figuring out if I could concede it or not. And then my opponent kind of tanked on like a busted turn. This keeps happening and it is incredibly awkward. I guess I'm going to keep because I have Steel Cutter. But yeah, it's not the best. This mana base seems sort of poor. I assume the person that won the challenge just didn't have these problems I keep having with these 4 mountains, but oh boy. Are we getting, what's it called? Getting locked down. Should have played the mountain in case I drew a Spirebluff Canal. Alright, looks like it's just mono black. Pile a discard. Yeah. Not even sure which is better. Well, if we're getting to discard again next turn, we can do this into Terror. That's bad. Okay, then. Shit. Shitty shit. Again, struggling against an X5 to the shock of no one. I guess I'm on 5-5 to block or whatever, but what are the odds they just block? They're never blocking. So what do I do? You just Terror cantrip and then I can't block? I could take 6. That's not the best. Let's just... Am I dragon hunting this 1/1? I guess I maybe want to chunk the Shieldred. Suppose I probably wanted to keep that even though it's going to deal 6 points of damage to me, which sounds insane to say, but it's likely true. Do I want to do... I guess I could just do it now. So I go to... This thing's going to kill me, though. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what we're supposed to do against a Shieldred game 1. This deck. Okay, great. So this is Harmonize 4. So Burst Lightning gets this to 3. Oh, I have to draw a fucking spell. Oh, God. So if I break on a spell, I just die. Oh, I didn't think about this. Shit, okay, well, I probably should have done this to go to 6. Alright, we predict. No! Well, we could look, right? Because we can only do one of these. Right? So it has to be 5. So yeah, we could have done 1, tap the terror, and that gives us an extra look. So yeah, I messed up. So I go to 4, I discard the Stormchaser talent, kill this, attack for 7, and then I have to beat their hand, which seems doable. Alright, this one's on me. This is my bad. I messed up. I forgot that for this to be a lightning bolt, you had to discard a spell, right? Okay, new cards is what it is. Alright, sweet. This deck was fine. Had some awkwardness with 4 mountains. I would start by maybe just play 3 islands. Having all, like, you have 11 blue cantrips. So having effectively 8 mountains in your 11 blue cantrip deck seems really poor. So just play more islands. Other than that, I'm sure there's other work that could be done on the deck. But I think it's a cool shell. I think it's interesting. And I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Like and subscribe. I'll see you in the next one. Let's concede GG's to opponent. Sorry for slow rolling you. But yeah, that one's on me. We probably could have won that game, right? Like, maybe they have second Shieldred and we just die anyway. But I just messed up. That's my bad. Alright, cool.